Hi, Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, autoappraise.com, 800-301-3886. The rain just passed us by. We're down in Auburn, Indiana today. I'm doing a pre-purchase inspection for a client down at the Auburn auction, which is scheduled to happen this Labor Day weekend. We're looking at a 1971 Plymouth GTX. It's a V-code 446 pack car. Going to get underneath, show you what I found out. Been down here about 3.5 hours and it's getting hot. It's very humid today. So it is an original V-code car. I photographed the numbers on the side of the block. This 440 block, there's some paint in them. They do appear. By looking at that photo and blowing up when I get back to the office, I'll better be able to tell if it's a numbers matching motor or not. The fender tag's not present on the body, but I did see a picture of a fender tag in their file of information. I'm guessing somebody might have removed it because it's a smart thing to do where you're at an auction. Keep somebody from putting it in their pocket after a 30-second thievery job. It's a brand new Mopar reproduction battery. They put it in when I got here. Core support is all original. It does contain the matching VIN stamp right in there. Kind of hard to get to without a flashlight and the camera upside down, but it's there. Original VIN on this car is on the dash placard and also on the edge of the door. Give you a quick look inside since I just opened the door. Let's not waste time. Dash is in really nice shape. Some hairline cracks in the steering wheel are present and the horn's not working. The wood grain applique on the dash is in real nice shape. There's no cracks in the dash pad. The gauge faces look nice. Lenses are pretty clean. Gauges are functional and working. The lighter works. Even the reverse lockout light works. Oh, I got the keys in my pocket. Got an add-on cassette player. I think that's probably a dealer added item. Hurst pistol grip 4-speed setup. Carpet's been changed, seat covers have been changed, sill plates have been changed, headliner and seat panel covers have been changed. Package tray done. The seat belts are pretty old and deteriorated. They're pretty stiff, but they're original. I don't think that masking tape there is factory. I'm not positive. I'd have to ask Gaylen. Door panels look pretty good for originals. There's a small little tiny hole on the passenger side one. If I think of it, I'll show it to you, but nothing too disturbing. A little bit of general wear present. Door skin lips look really nice. Door shell skins and down along the bottom. Everything's in real nice, solid shape. Jambs are in good shape. Factory overlap seams are visible on the quarter panels. There's a little bit of a color differentiation between the inside and outside, you can see. I don't know if they shot that in single stage or maybe shot it on a different day. Let me get underneath this thing and show you a little more. Before I hop underneath, I had the air cleaner lid and assembly off, and it does have 3 reproduction Holley carbs on it. Air grabber setup's all been restored. I think there's some restoration parts involved in there, but carburetors are in good shape. There's no list numbers on them. 6040 or 6042 I think was the center carb number. And the rails, factory spot welds are present down here, easily visible. Clean. Got still pictures of all of that. Down underneath here, the lighting will change as I move the awesome camera phone around. The transmission's been out of it. Bottom of the engine's real clean, no evidence of overspray. I pulled the casting number and casting date and engine pad numbers. Those are where the photos were taken. That's where you get that information for those of you wanting to know. There's a few small elongations. Let me see if I can get my finger in that picture. There it is. A few small elongations on some of the frame holes. Nothing treacherous, but they're pulling towards the front. This car could have been tied down and pulled towards the back at some point in its life. Both of these symmetrically, those marks are there, and there's some in the center rails as well, but no worse than that. So nothing super damaging that I could see to the car. A lot of factory spot welds present in multiple areas, and I magnet tested the bottom of these frame rails, and these circle holes look really nice. And the frame has a lot of good magnetic adhesion. I really couldn't find any filler issues. Fuel lines, brake lines, clips, parking brake cables, rubber plugs, all that was addressed during the restoration, which is nice. Rear torque boxes are really solid. Pinch welds look really good, and the inner rocker structure, I don't know if there's enough light to show that or not, but that's a nice solid shape. No real evidence of issues, deterioration, or decay up there. All the front suspension was rebuilt. Brake lines, rubber lines, center link, tie rod ends, it all looks really good. Small oil drip at the rear main coming through the inspection cover hole. Don't know how bad that is. The car's been sitting here for about 3.5 hours, and we're not really gathering much on the ground. A couple drops. Dust shields are in good shape on the backs of the brakes. Link bushings have been changed. Flowmaster Series 40s. It's a 2¼ inch exhaust system with an H pipe. Exhaust has the correct 71 GTX / Roadrunner tips. They'll show a little bit of wear, but they're pretty decent shape. Underside of the back end of the car is about the same. Gas tank's been renewed or replaced. And again, these frame rails look really good. No real evidence of crushing up in here. Rails look really straight along. I was looking for some possible previous impact damage. A little bit of elongation right there, nothing substantial for sure. Leaf spring bushings show a little deterioration. The rear end looks like it's been out of the car. Dana 60. I do have photos of the Gaylen sheet that decodes it, although it was difficult to read. Somebody's changed the pinion snubbers up there. The quarter panel splash returns in here are in really nice shape. I really can't get a good view on those for you. But factory spot welds easily visible along the bottom of this quarter panel, and these are the original tabs that folded over that lined up the inner to the outer quarter. 2 of the 4 original tabs are there, which is nice. That's nice. It's a nice underbody, you know? Nothing to really complain about. Alright, let's hear this thing run. Quick peek at the trunk. It was detailed nicely as well during the restoration. Reproduction mat. Jack was done. Jack base. No spare tire or wheel in here, but you can see it was done cleanly. And again, evidence of spot welds present. This whole box steel structure that houses the taillights, it looks real nice. It doesn't really show evidence of collision damage, wrinkling, or obvious replacement. Original sound deadener present on the quarter panels, like it should look. Same here. This unitized rail structure comes up, ties the rails into this back box for support, and it looks really clean and solid. Really no evidence of collision damage there. So those hook marks on the rails could just be hook marks from tying the car down, not a trailer or whatnot. There's some crap on the paint that probably came from the truck that shipped it here. So the car really needs to be detailed up. It didn't. It really didn't happen. But this stuff it'll come off. I'd probably get right on that if I was the auction. Bumpers are all done real nice. They were restored. Looks like all the trim was taken apart and pulled off the car. Belt moldings were changed. These quarter panel window moldings are cracked and need to be replaced. But all the rest of the trim is in nice shape. Windows go up and down. A few hairline roller scratches are present. Let's hear it run. functional air grabber. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. I'm down in Auburn, Indiana today, conducting a pre-purchase inspection on a 1971 GTX V code 446 pack. This is kind of cool. The reverse lockout still operates, and it turns the can you see that? Can't tell if that's, yeah, you can see it illuminating. So the car's cold. Like I said, I just got done inspecting it. Been here about 3.5 hours. We've got a couple bulbs are out, and you'll notice when I turn the lights on, that turn signal lights up. It's seeking ground. So it could be just a bulb issue. Wiring harness looks like it may have actually been changed in the car. The car had a little lifter chatter when I first fired it up. Hear it, I hope, over the exhaust. Oil pressure's decent. When it was cold, it came up to the high line there. So it's been out here in the sun for a while, and it's not still super cold, still down below the mark. Heater, blower, fan functions. The wipers don't. The horn doesn't. The radio doesn't. I don't have a cassette to try that, but I'd be afraid to stick it in there. It might never come back. I'm going to flip that switch again. There she comes. Car's showing 53,590 miles. I have no idea what to make of that. Say we might be in order for a little bit of lifter consultation. A little bit of a fuel drip coming right down there. I don't think we're going to let this run too long. I don't want to be responsible. You know what I mean? The car seems to engage in gear. You can't drive them at the auction. I don't count this. Just going to move it backward and forward a little bit. Transmission seems to engage. The clutch is coming up about 2-3 inches off the floor. Right about there. Right about there. I'd pull a whole shot, but I think Auctions America would kick me out. A little vacuum noise on the booster. The booster looks like it might have been changed. We're holding good oil pressure. I'll come back and take a couple still photos of that after the car's run for 10 or 15 minutes. But there you have it, 1971 Plymouth GTX. Down at the Auburn auction. If you need a car inspected down here or anywhere in the country, we got 310 inspectors nationwide. Hey, I just did that. 800-301-3886. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise. Thanks for watching. Parking brake works. A few hairline scratches in the glass. This unit is probably the worst one of all of them. And this quarter panel seal, this needs some love. The window regulators all operate. Pretty bright, hard to see out here. Thanks for watching. Jason Phillips, 800-301-3886. Again, let us know if you need an inspection conducted anywhere in the country. Have a great day.